Passing Energy with your host, Priest. With your host, Priest. When this smoke start yapping, that's it. When that's it. Prepare to be enlightened and entertained. When that's it. Hey guys, Priest here, and welcome to another episode of Passing Energy. Oh man, this episode is gonna be very interesting. I did not know if I really wanted to talk about this because these type of conversations, especially dealing with certain topics in the Bahamas, is so messy, and I don't want to be attached to it at all. But I talk to myself, look in the mirror, I say, Priest, you gotta be able to talk about everything. If you really about this podcasting life, you can't be afraid to talk about certain topics. So I'm here today. Today's episode is surrounded by this conference that Prime Minister Brave Davis held, taking comments from the locals, I'm assuming. I'm sorry. I didn't do a lot of research on this. I went with the clips was on social media. I apologize. But y'all could be informative in the comment section. Now, two people in particular stand out. It was this guy who brought this question to the table about lack of support for the LGBTQ community, and then a lady who was the counter argument of the situation. She was like, we need to worry about all the Bahamians. So what I mentioned on TikTok, host Priest, follow me there if you didn't follow me. I said I have 3 points. 1, 2 things could be true at once. 2, in the midst of their truth of how they feel about the situation, there's some sketchiness in it. The third point is the fact that for the most part, I resonate with the lady said. Now, point 1, 2 things could be true at once. What the guy said about the community, she said, I don't want to jack up those letters. What the guy said about that community, for the most part, is correct. Wait. Stop what y'all doing. I need y'all to subscribe if y'all haven't already. Please leave a like and a comment and share the podcast with your friends. Thank you in advance. Peace.
Good night. My name is Nathaniel Thompson, and I'm a gender queer theorist. And one of the groups that are not in the blueprint for change is LGBTQ plus people. And the question is, like former administrations, you often leave out this group of marginalized people, right? We cannot talk about a national development plan without the inclusion of LGBTQ plus people. So considering that your administration is one of the queerest administrations in Bahamian history.
What, sorry?
One of the queerest administrations in Bahamian history, because there are a bunch of queer people that work in the administration. The question is, how are you going to take care of queer Bahamians?
They're not really representing the best way, but the world is changing. The world is really have become a more tolerant and open-minded place. Even though what he said is true, but it's digressing to be more normalized, what she said was true also. Some of y'all doing better than other people, which is true.
I just love to take this moment to thank you for the developing plans moving forward. I think it's an awesome plan, and it can work, and it will work in this Bahamas. Now, like you had said before, in life, the government can only do some things. You cannot expect the government to do everything. In life, there are choices that we make. You may decide to be a man. You may decide to be a woman, or you may decide to be a shim. Whatever the situation is, I think that's your choice. Right now, I'm looking at it. You're talking about what we can do for the queer people, what we can do for the normal people. Because right now, the queer persons, as I see it, has all the opportunities. They're in Atlanta, they're in Georgia, they're all over the world. When are the normal people going to be taken care of? We don't have a problem with nobody, because we are all one people. We treat everybody, whether you're queer, you're normal, or whatever, we treat all alike in this Bahamas. As a matter of fact, we give them more opportunity than we give the normal. So my thing is, when you decide to make your choice, know how you're making your choice, because the government is not responsible
Thank you, guys.
That's why I said two things could be true at once. Hey guys, did you know about the Graphic Shack new sub page, TGS Color? No? Man, are you missing out? TGS Color is where you get all your illustration and portraits done for a reasonable price. Stunning visual, detailed to the max. You can't tell the copy from the original. It's that good. All you have to do is send a photo and they do the rest. Simple. In celebration of their new page, all followers of TGS Color gets 15% off on their first purchase. A link will be down in the description below. Thank me later. Peace. My second point was in the midst of their truth, how they feel, how they perceive the reality of the world. There's some sketchiness in them. Now let me start off with Homeboy. All right? When he said that Prime Minister Brave Days has the queers people and all of when I saw that by birds were laughing. He said, you are people in your administration. You know, how are you going to represent them? For him to say that, right? I thought that was so messy and nasty, if you ask me. Because no grown person needs you to talk for them. If Brave Davis have these people, the community inside his party, then that means he's well informed about your struggle, you know? So why you have to call them out if Brave Davis have them in a circle? His goal was to make everyone aware we everywhere. Oh no, you know, you have people in your group, so what you gonna do for all of us? That was not your place to call out anyone a brave staff, and then you basically help people get the magnifying glass and the telescope and say, I always knew about him. I wonder who are the people he's talking about. You actually helping society do the witch hunt for the people you want to support and protect. I never respect people that use other people's name to prove a point. If you're strong in your own ish, you don't need no one else's name. Let me use the person I know for sure. I know myself. So if I'm going to stand for something I believe in, I'm going to use me as example. Tell everyone your story, the pain you went through. Don't point fingers about everyone. Well, he do the same thing I do. She's do the same thing I do. Even though he didn't do all that, that was basically what he did. And now he just helped people whisper even more. You know, that was messy. Now, to the lady. In the midst of her truth, her goal was to invalidate his truth. Is that community doing way better? Are they becoming more acceptable in society? Hell yes. But let's not act like still normalized if you're a man to do those type of things. Now, a woman, that's a whole nother conversation. But as a man, certain jokes towards them, we don't mock them. You're like, you know, let's not be so oblivious. We all know that society in the Bahamas, we're not 100% open-minded like that. But we are slowly becoming more and more tolerable. Like I said again, two things could be true at once when it comes to what he said and what she said. But when you're blatantly blind to the fact that you're trying to denounce everything he said and you found no truth, it's crazy to me. But that is society. Society is very biased, you know, and that's why I create passing energy for us to start to think. Let's not lead with our emotion. Now, I always want us to have thought-provoking conversation to help move us to a better solution, a better society. So her goal was to invalidate his feelings, and you can see some sort of resentment in her tone of voice. Now to my final point, why do I resonate with her? For the most part, when she said that no one's bothering them, it's the truth. Society has came a long way, especially since I grew up. Like, people do not care anymore. Maybe because of social media and a lot of these celebrities are becoming gender fluid and all these other rappers, the singers, the actors, you know, the TV shows, the roles, you know, more representation. And so a lot of these teenagers are starting to see themselves, and then these parents seeing the struggles that they probably see their friends went through. You know, I don't agree, but I love my son, I love my daughter. It is what it is. But society is slowly becoming more tolerable, understanding. You all have the best jobs. You all are in high places. You all have, you're getting some good money, you know. You all have some serious connections. Y'all are doing well than the average Bahamian. You know, like what she said, normal. Even though normal sounds so degrading, sound like a freak show. Say normal people. Oh jeez. When you're different, then you're not normal. And the thing that made me laugh was with Wellington, what he said was so funny. Let me play this to y'all.
Not a Jesus Christ delegate. Who get plenty to see? We is the queers. Who get plenty to see? Us? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's too much. Maybe you're right. That's plenty. All right, that's fine. But don't try and make it seem as though like we discriminate against. You know, every Starbucks you go in, 1 or 2 you inside there. You know, that's fine. I don't stop drinking the coffee. You go to the gas station late at night. I put 7 on 3. I don't stop buying gas. You know, we never discriminate against, you know, that's fine, you know. I've said this years ago. Everybody in their family have a sissy. If you ain't got no sissy in your family, use the sissy in your family, all right? That's cool, but don't make it seem as though we have a problem. You've been Atlantis lately, all the ton of them around there. Pretty ton of them, all them around there, all right? That's fine. We don't have no problem, but you know, you could get a job anywhere. You go in any government office and stay in there longer than 5 minutes, you can find out who's done them. All right? So stop. You been to Bahamas? Them boys floating around Bahamas now. Some of their foot don't even touch the floor, you know? But that don't mean we must stop going inside the hotel. Behave yourself, Chantal. Yeah, no, what do you name? Anyway, listen, stop trying to find mix-up and bring mix-up in the atmosphere. We are going to do for you know what we always been doing for you know, leaving y'all alone. We don't bother with y'all. You know, I get one to do this in my family. I love them, you know. We go out to different places, but I love them. God is good, all right? So don't try start no situation. I met a manly woman the other day. I see it was a woman, but I also saw it was a man. I didn't discriminate. I said good afternoon. I didn't say sir or ma'am, you know, but it was a manly structured woman, you know. Plus I can't fight, you know. But listen to me, we don't discriminate, okay? Every government organization get 1 or 2 the LGBTQI, whatever the password is. We don't discriminate, so you better behave yourself, young boy. All right? Now you calm down and relax yourself and stop doing your mouth like this. All right? We gone, all right?
What Wellington said was funny, but also what he said was disrespectful at the same time. I agree with everything he said. Don't mind me now. It's just the wording. It's the fact that you're using a word that disrespects that community. You're telling them, you know, your love, but just using a hateful word to get them to see your point. That's like a white person saying, man, you N-words, have it good, you know, I love y'all N-words. And come on, that word is to disrespect and to insult that community. To say that S word. That's what the word is used for, to disrespect them. Not any word of endearment. I'm sure no one wants to be called that. You're trying to get them to understand, but just using a slur, you gotta make that make sense to me. Yeah. But I agree with everything he said. They in the family, for the most part, a lot of Bahamians love their family members who are part of that community. When I scrolling down to TikTok, all I see is these rainbow flags in the profile. I'm like, damn. And not acknowledge that progression is insane. And I think what y'all really want to do is you want the government to force, this is my opinion, if you're going to be sensitive, go somewhere else. You want the government to enforce some type of law for everyone to accept your way of living. That can't work. But what they could do, any crime against someone else, hurting anyone, slurring anyone, is offensible by being arrested or whatever. And that's what she's trying to say, is that we're going to do for all Bahamians. Don't make it an individual thing. Because I ain't gonna lie, I haven't seen a lot of stuff on the news that much talking about hate crimes towards y'all. I haven't seen it, unless the news covering it up. You want Bahamian people to force them to agree with your lifestyle. That's not going to happen. Not everyone's going to agree. That's just how it is. Same thing with abortion. Not everyone's going to agree with the abortion. But the thing is that we gotta respect other people's choice. There's a difference between respect and agreeing, you know? That's what y'all gotta realize. Not everyone gotta like me, you know. Not everyone have to like me. I'm fine with that. I'm not gonna win everyone's heart. Some people look at me, just look at my face and hate me. That is okay. Once you don't disrespect me, once you don't put your hands on me, I am fine. So that's what you gotta look at. I'm sure you don't like certain people. It is what it is. That's the way of the world. We all don't have to agree on everything, but we have to respect each other. That's it. You will never do well if you force people to see your point. This world is slowly getting to a place where no one cares anymore. It's like, that's your life. Appreciate the growth. I'm not trying to say, well, accept anything. Live your life, be who you are, be happy, love yourself. Focus on the family that cares about you. Focus on the friends that support you. Those are the people that matter, not these suckers who don't pay your bills. Focus on the blessings you have. Now to home girl, when you oppress someone, they work extra hard to be in a place of power to make changes. You should figure out why in the world this community is doing way better. Not because, oh, we treat them better. Who treat them better? They go to school, they rise to the occasion, they dress well, talk well. That is a face for any business to say, I want you to serve my people. I want you in my conference room. You cannot try to minimize someone's effort. It's the same thing when you see a young girl get to the top. She must sleep to the top. She must sleep with the boss. It's like a racist person saying, oh, black people not being suppressed. We love black people. I don't understand why black people crying about, oh, there's a problem in the world. And then Loki in the back of their mind, they die. Why are they not in chains? Why they think they are equals? How dare they?
How dare you? Who are you?
No, wait, no!
We all have to come to the conclusion where we can agree to disagree, but let's respect each other. Don't question people on their personal choices because they ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't wake up and go to sleep thinking about other people. I'm sorry, I don't. What you do once it don't affect me, I am fine. Once you hurt no one else, you happy? That's it. That's all that matters. Don't lose faith in humanity. Humanity is evolving, and we all have to acknowledge that. This country came a long way. The world came a long way. Everything takes time. Anyway, guys, let me know what y'all think about today's episode. I know it's a little sensitive topic. I hope I was able to bridge a gap between these different ideology and try to come to some type of conclusion, say how we're going to make a better society and be all at one. And yeah, until next time, guys, peace.